Alright, welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner, Classic Let's Known Classics. This is episode number 3257, Doubleshot number 3151. And both these two are Marvel trades here. We have Human Torch Burn. This collects the first 6 issues of, Human Torch Volume 2. Let me point out something about here about Volume 1, because some people are probably going to be asking about Volume 1. Like, am I planning to cover Volume 1 for Human Torch? No. The reason I'm going to cover it, because it's a reprint book. Yep. And this is technically Johnny Storm's first and only solo title that is not a feature in a spotlight, an anthology book. Yep. And this is written by Carl Katzler, art by Scotty Young. Yep. Cover by Scotty Young with Perry Andre Darius, who's actually the inker of this book. So a lot of this is basically Johnny Storm basically just being a punk. And put on his car, gets a girl. It's like this whole book is like Johnny Storm in high school. Except he has powers. Well, then he switches to his Fantastic Four outfit, which I believe was his outfit. By the way, this book came out in 2003. Yes. Now, this book also lasted for 12 issues. Why this trade does not have all 12 issues? I think for some reason the app decided to pick up an older trade instead of pick up the big collection of this book. Not sure why. So it's like, yeah, Johnny Storm is attending like high school and still does some traveling with the Fantastic Four a little bit here. It's just basically like a side book for Johnny to do whenever he's not with the team itself. That's kind of what Burn is. I give the book roughly 8 out of 10. Next up we have another Mar book, this time being a book for which I did see a one-shot announced recently for this thing, and I'm like, and it's basically the last thing released this thing, which is Star Wars: The High Republic. Volume, this is actually from Phase 3, if I remember correctly. I think this is Phase 3. This is the Trials Shadows miniseries. Written by Daniel Jose Oder, who wrote the Avengers books, who is brought up from Dark Horse, this one. This is just a quick 5-issue miniseries. And I pointed out to basically somebody on this. It's an era for it's stuff for Star Wars where it's something for Star Wars that, well, so this is Trial of Shadows. This is from, I believe, Phase 3. Excuse me. I think it was. It's not from. It may have been Phase 2. Here it is. Trial of Shadows. It's part of Phase 1. It's another of these miniseries. It is basically just, it follows from the miniseries Rising Storm. It just a Jedi goes basically, it's like a private eye book mixed in with stuff related to the Jedi. But it is by far one of the more better written books per se. But I'm gonna give the book roughly Give it an 8 out of 10. It's good artwork though. Okay, so that is pretty much that particular video. Please be sure to like and subscribe to notifications. Next up, basically, is going to be Roll Kind of Master Sword. Okay, next video. Bye.